Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am an angry man. Hopefully my anger amuses you. Thanks for showing up. Hey, once again, thanks for showing up. Today we are going to be reacting to Joyner Lucas, I'm Not Racist. This was suggested by one of the viewers, so we're going to go ahead and jump into that. Before we get started, we gotta pay the bills, so be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and please leave a comment. Doing all those things helps the algorithm bring more content and more viewers to the channel. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this real quick. And play.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Well, pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then.
Boy, this is going in hard right off the bat. I don't have any of the lyrics on, but it's not like I'm breaking down bars at this point. But the visual of a white man saying the things that actually Joyner was speaking, obviously, certainly hits home. Wow, let's keep going.
Look, I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living on free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals?
Wow.
You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you proud to be fake.
That's hard.
You lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. You can't escape problems. You can pray for some change but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My boy's been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist.
Wow.
And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet. And that's the...
Without even getting into the political part of this conversation, the visual is intense. You know, obviously you've got the MAGA hat on. You got this bearded white guy. I know about bearded white guys. But he kind of gives this, you know, country boy, down home vibe, sitting, basically, you know, lecturing this black guy. And it's hard. Those things are hard to say, even if it's not him saying it. Being in this environment, making this video has got to be a very difficult thing. But all that aside, Tupac was beyond his years. You could still turn on a Tupac album and it'll sound like it got made within the last 5 years. Tupac was, you know, a fantastic rapper. He had a vision and it worked. But let's move on.
Nigga within you, music right in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president. Bunch of class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect, you gon' stand for this country, nigga. I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of war. I heard Eminem's rap at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more. It's like you wanna be so famous. You'll do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass, you ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that gold out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police and stop killing you fucks. Yo, what the fuck? I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours.
Oh, that's tough. That is tough. You know, keep going back to I'm not racist, and you're saying things that could and would be portrayed as racist depending on your vision, or at least your worldview. It's hard to have a conversation with somebody with a different worldview than you, but this is at the very beginning of this. The worldview is very specific. You know, I've always said, you know, even before the recent, you know, things that are happening in the world, I've always said, what would the response be to a channel? You know, there's Black Entertainment Television, the channel. What would the world's response be if there was a white entertainment television? Would it be just, you know, I don't know, the Brady Bunch reruns and My Two Dads or something? But I just kind of think about those things. What if there was it wouldn't be accepted, and whether it should or shouldn't be, that's kind of the conversation is having. You know, the idea of racism is saying somebody can or can't do something based on the color of their skin. So the same thing goes to say for a white person not being able to say or do things because they're white is racist. Whether they should be doing that or not, I think kind of goes right along with anything. Is, you know, saying the N-word, for example. I don't think anybody should say that. It's a disgraceful term. But just because you're black doesn't give you the privilege to say that. Is that black privilege? Because it certainly isn't white privilege for me not to be able to say it. So, and I shouldn't. Neither should you. So that's kind of the point. Let's move on to see what the other worldview perspective is, which is what I assume is going to be. Great writing, by the way. Let's keep going.
I wish that I knew yours. I'm not racist. I swear. With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just cause you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. And when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave, that shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga. I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Tryna have faith, but I never feel alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Tryna find a job and ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes when I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit, this the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people, that's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know. And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama, I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and that was payback for that.
So let's be clear. That's exactly what that was. Donald Trump was exactly that. It had nothing to do with race. I firmly believe it had nothing to do with race. I think Obama did some terrible things while he was in office. He did some great things. I really was rooting for Obama, like I root for every president. I thought Obama was a very charismatic politician. I really, really wanted him to do well, because I thought he had some really good ideas. The execution just wasn't there, and I don't know if it was the Congress around him, and maybe there was some, in the Senate, I don't know, the House of Representatives or whatever it was, wherever the power was at, or wherever all of these decision-making things happened, it didn't happen, or at least it didn't happen in the right way. So I think the world started going in the wrong direction, or at least the United States started going in the wrong direction under Obama. I don't think it had anything to do with race. I think it had to do with just dividing people completely in the sense of what they believed. The parties are splitting like crazy. Like, they're so far apart right now. So it's like when the pendulum swings, it swings so far one way and it's going to come right back the other way. And I think Donald Trump is the response to that. I'm not a big fan of rhetoric of Donald Trump, but he put him, as a conservative, obviously, he put some pretty good conservative people around him, and he's made some pretty great conservative decisions. Those conservative decisions didn't happen under Obama. But that's my opinion as a conservative, and I have the right to that opinion. Just like as a liberal or you have the right to your opinion, and maybe you believe that Obama did some great things. I think he had some great opportunities and they didn't go through. But I'm not smart enough to know whether or not that was Obama's fault or if it was the Congress's fault. So I'm not going to say my opinion one way or the other. I do think during the Trump administration there are some conservative things that have happened that I think are good. He just needs to put his phone down and stay off Twitter.
Racist. I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died, nigga. Die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince.
The Tupac reference was off of Me and My Girlfriend. That was the same words, the same. Anyway, Me and My Girlfriend was one of my favorites.
Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I might be any day now. Treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops. And I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes, or we could change lives, so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building, but split into both sides. I'm not racist. But there's two sides to every story, and now you know mine.
It's deep. The song is deep.
Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, to have an understanding. I'm not racist.
Totally down. I love that. Amen. Yeah, I mean, what an unbelievable song. Joyner Lucas, I haven't really listened to a whole lot of his stuff. I did listen to his song. I think it's called Will. Like a tribute to Will Smith. I haven't listened all the way through it, or at least broke it down, but I do dig Joyner. And to be honest with you, I've been kind of neglecting listening to him because I know that he's got some good review base, so that a lot of people like to listen to the reviews of his music, so I've been kind of avoiding it just for that reason. I have watched some reviews, but it's been a while. The Third Ernest, Shaq, No Life Shaq. I've watched him do a couple of reviews on Joyner Lucas, but I don't want to go and refresh that because I want to do it for my own. Is keep it fresh. So, as a conservative, I get angry. This is a perfect song for showing the anger of how people represent their side. And too often, I think right now that each side, and I'm not saying it's just one side, it's both sides. There's people on both sides that are saying, because you don't believe what I believe, you're wrong. And that's just not healthy. You're not going to get anywhere if your worldview is so completely shut off that you're not even going to listen to somebody else. So if we can get anything out of this song, we should. And that is just because you have a different opinion, and I've got people in my very close family that have a very different opinion of what things should be, is be open-minded, try to stay off your social media and do your own research. Open your mind to watch things like the Young Turks or MSNBC and Fox News and Ben Shapiro, for example, or watch like Dave Rubin, who used to be a left-leaning liberal, and now is more dark web, middle of the road, gay man, incredible reporter. So he's something good to watch. So if you're looking for somebody that's kind of in the center, maybe Dave Rubin. If you're looking to hear both sides, then try not to go so extreme. Like, even MSNBC and CNN and Fox News are kind of extreme in some cases. So listen to podcasts that have opinions on both sides. I think Ben Shapiro is a good conservative podcast to listen to because he's not an always Trumper. In fact, he didn't even vote for Trump. And would have lost lots of money, according to him, if he had bet whether or not Trump was going to win or not. He's really good about explaining and breaking things down. Dave Rubin is another one that I like to listen to. So just educate yourself on both sides. Hear both sides of the argument. Try to find some research that back up the argument, and then have a conversation. There's no reason to get angry at somebody because they believe something different than you. If it breaks down to the point where if you say something and then somebody has a different opinion, that you shut them out or turn them off. There's too many times that I see people saying, hey, if you voted for Donald Trump, unfriend me. Are you kidding me? Like, you're that focused in on what it is that you believe that nobody else can have a different belief. This is a free country. We can believe whatever we want. And I fought in the military for you to have that belief, and I think current people that are fighting in the military are fighting for you to have that belief. Have the respect for them to have respect for the other side. You can believe what you want to believe, do your due process, vote to get what you want, but at the end, we're all entitled to our opinion. So, well, I'm glad you stayed to the end. This is a difficult video to make. It's so obvious that I'm conservative. I do have some liberal-leaning views. We can always get into that later. I can have a conversation with you in the comments if you want. If you made it this far, thank you for sticking around. Please be sure to check out my Patreon. I'll link it in the thing below. Right now, I don't have any levels on the Patreon, but if you join the Patreon and then make a request, then I'm going to go ahead and react to whatever video that you ask, because that's kind of the way we do things. You support me, I'll support you. So, as always, thank you for sticking around. God bless. Take care.